Hey, what's up? Last year for Christmas, I made a not very authentic panettone. Easy version, no need, no mold. But this year, we're gonna be making something that I think it's the closest version to the traditional one. At least the best I could make at home with the help of Mr. Jingles. Christmas is almost here. Let's learn how to make panettone, shall we?
Stiff starter, very similar to Levito Madre. 15 gram active starter, 50 gram flour, and 25 gram water. This is just a starter with 50% hydration. I know you're not used to see something look like this as a starter. Are you? Put it back into the jar, mark it up to see how much it's gonna rise. I'm gonna put it with my trusted friend again, Mr. Jingles. He takes a good care of my starter, because after 6 to 7 hours, boom! Airy, puffy, rises triple its size. That's all we are looking for. Time to make the first dough. Please check the description for the recipe details. I have flour, water, sugar, egg yolks, and butter. In my mixer bowl this time, yes, I'm gonna make this recipe with a mixer. I'm gonna add all of my beautiful stiff starter, which is 80 grams. To make the process easier, cut it into the pieces. Look at this gorgeous gluten network. Followed by 210 gram bread flour, 80 to 100 grams water, depends on how strong your flour it is. Time to bring the mixer, attach the hook, and set the bowl. Let's get started, shall we? If your dough feels dessert dry, you can add little bit more water. I adjust this recipe lower hydration so you can even mix it with your hands. Of course, if you don't have mixer, you're welcome. When you had a smooth dough like this, add 60 grams sugar little by little. The order of adding the ingredients is very important. That's one of the secrets of making panettone. Let's bring Mr. Jingles here to check the quality. We have to wait. Again, once the dough comes together, time to add 2 egg yolks, one by one. As the mixer did all the job, we just monitor the process. The dough should be smooth and super elastic. Look at it. Now time to introduce 40 grams butter. Another key ingredient. Again, little by little. Some piece of butter doesn't want to mix and stick with the hook. As my planetary mixer getting too hot, I'm gonna mix it by my hand. I guess that's one of the reasons Italians make the best panettone, because they have the best mixers, right? Alright, that was a joke, but the best mixer to make panettone is always spiral mixers. In this stage, window pane test can tell you the dough is ready or not. Open up the dough with your fingers. You must see your finger through the dough without tearing it. Look at it. That's a gorgeous dough. Transfer the dough into the bowl or a container. Let it rise in a warm place for about 12 to 14 hours. Or let it rise at room temperature, then transfer it into the fridge and let it ferment overnight. And this is winter time in Southeast Asia. It's more like a spring, right? The next beautiful morning, I take the first dough out of the fridge. Ideally, you need to let it come back to the room temperature. Then cut it into the pieces as time to make the second dough. I have my first dough, water, sugar, flour, butter, salt, raisins, candied orange peels, pistachio, egg yolk, honey, and the zest of both lemon and orange. Alright, time to bring the mixer again. My first dough, cut it into the pieces, into the bowl, 40 grams flour, and 30 to 40 gram water. Let's start mixing. And we have Mr. Jingles in charge. Everything would be the same. Once the dough is smooth again,
Time to add sugar, little by little.
we have 30 gram sugar. Forgot to take the shot, but I added the 10 gram honey too. Everything okay, Mr. Jingles? Yes, buddy. Thanks. Smooth dough again.
Time to add the egg yolk. Time to add butter, little by little.
By now, your dough should look like this. Gorgeous and elastic. But we are not done yet. 50 grams butter added into the dough little by little. Almost forgot the salt, which is 5 grams. Be patient because the process might take around 10 to 15 minutes. This is the elasticity we are looking for. I mean, wow, right?
I guess we are done here. Time to add the inclusion.
We have 80 gram raisins, can be a mix of raisins and sultans, 40 grams pistachio, 50 gram candied orange peel, and the zest of half of lemon and orange. Look at the color. I'm gonna mix the inclusion real quick for 1 to 2 minutes. And that was it. We are done. When the dough smoothly detached from the hook, you know you are in right path. Oil up the surface, bring the dough gently on the surface and round it up with the help of the surface. Leave it there for 10 to 15 minutes. These are panettone molds. I'm gonna cut it into 2 beautiful pieces, each about 3 to 400 grams. These are so sticky, so with the help of a scraper, I'm gonna round it up gently. Don't push the dough, we just want to create little more tension, very gentle. Carefully put it into the mold. As my molds are small a bit, I round this one.
I'm gonna let them rise. Again, depends on temperature. My room temperature is around 27 degrees Celsius. It might take something between 4 to 6 hours. In cooler climate, sometimes even more.
When it comes to proofing, always just trust your vision. They should rise dramatically. Try to push the proofing as much as possible. Now, scoring time. Use your sharpest blade as they are super airy and soft. From 4 sides, cut it open like this. Place the knob of butter into the center and fold all the sides back, overlapping each other. Give it an egg brush or any other panettone toppings you like. I'm going to use little sprinkle of almonds. You can use sugar or any other topping mixture. Bake at 170 degrees Celsius for 40 to 50 minutes. And this time I'm going to experience baking them with steam.
Right after baking, the internal temperature should be above 90 degrees Celsius, something between 90 to 95. 93, 95. They are done. One more crucial step. Find them.
Traditionally, they pierce the base with metal skewers Some of these Asian skewers also works. And then time to let them cool down upside down. The panettone is best enjoyed after resting for a few days even in a sealed bag. But this is gonna rest upside down overnight. Remember the stollen we made in the last video? The next beautiful morning, I'm gonna enjoy a piece with my morning coffee. Ah, this was out of this world. Thanks, Mr. Jingles. He took a good care of them. The moment of truth. Remove the skewers. Enjoy this traditional art. Of course, it smells like heaven. And let's cut into it, shall we? I mean, not bad, right?
Merry Christmas! My favorite part, tasting time. To get more oven spring, you can add little less inclusion. But to me, flavor comes first. What about you?
This is so fluffy. That's what I'm talking about. And the taste of it. I really wish you make it and get the same result.
Super fluffy, buttery, all of those beautiful flavors. You got to try this. Nothing to compare with store-bought version. Out of this world.
Alright, that was it. This was the easiest and closest version to the traditional panettone that I could make for you. Make it and let me know how it turns. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. Keep baking.
We